we got to look at Tate. Bro, the Tate stuff is wild, guys. Look at this shit. Oh my God, bro. This is the big story today, guys. This was it's like almost a threat. All right? It really is. Almost a threat coming from the Tate's lawyer. Now, we have seen some really bizarre behavior from the Tate lawyer since the beginning of this. He's been begging for the Trumps to intervene. There were early reports of this lawyer calling people. They called 𝗙liche𝗶𝗶𝗹𝗀. They called everybody they knew in the Trump admin, reaching out for them to intervene and to try and get Trump on board, thinking Trump was going to come in and sway this thing. And nobody's been taking their calls. Okay, even 𝗙liche𝗶𝗶𝗹𝗀. Hi. Oh, I love you. I love you so much. I'm a big fan. Even 𝗙liche𝗶𝗶𝗹𝗀 was like, Tate who, right? No one is taking their calls.
You got white people, which we all know. Europeans, used to be Europe. Americans, you got white people. They're around here. Russians are white, you got white people. You got black people. Most people don't know this, but they're from Africa. See all the blacks here.
Dude, is he drunk? He sounds like he's fucking drunk. Dude, he sounds hammered.
They're arguing about how they all make burritos in a different way, and they pretend it fucking matters.
Dude.
And they sit around going,
fucking matters. Dude. Dude, look at him, bro. I mean, does he have this helmet on so he doesn't hurt himself when he walks to the bathroom? Is that why he's got a helmet on? What a clown, dude. Dude, I mean, the buffoonery is crazy. It is yes, I'm sorry, but if you are learning from this guy, if this guy is your teacher, you're pretty right? Dude, the seizure helmet? I think so. The attorney for Tristan and Andrew Tate reportedly warned Republicans of a mysterious reckoning if Trump doesn't help the embattled brothers in their legal fight against the 59 rape and sex trafficking charges. Now, this is pretty crazy. I mean, he's been tweeting really weird shit for about a week, and he's been going on podcasts. He's really hamming this shit up. This clip that I'm about to show you is one of the most batshit things I've ever heard somebody say about the Tates.
These are good men who have done a lot of good for the world, right? Even if you accept all the allegations against them is true, the amount of good that they've done for the world tremendously outweighs the bad. And people don't see it because there's a very one-sided narrative out there against them.
Dude, let's listen to that one more time because, yeah, you heard that. You heard it right.
These are good men who have done a lot of good for the world, right? Even if you accept all the allegations against them is true, the amount of good that they've done for the world tremendously outweighs the bad.
Even if you accept all the allegations against them are true, the amount of good they've done for the world outweighs all the bad. Dude, no way. I mean, that's crazy. That is an insane statement to make. And I think, guys, I think they're still grifting. I think that they are hamming it up because they are trying to play the whole Matrix is winning. You need to send us more money to fight the Matrix kind of thing. But yeah, it sounded like a threat, guys. It really did. Barron's Butch Buddy. I love it. Barron's Butch Buddy issues stark warning to Trump. Manosphere influencer Andrew Tate, who's been linked to Barron Trump and the president, issued a pointed call for Donald Trump to help him and his brother fight the charges they are facing. The attorney for the right-wing self-described misogynist Andrew and Tristan warned Republicans of a mysterious reckoning if Trump won't help them fight British authorities. He says Andrew Tate was a material participant in ensuring President Trump's victory. If Trump doesn't support him And if the next people are going to be running for office potentially are just like, yeah, down the river he goes, that young cohort of people will break with the Republican Party in the next election. So, dude, Andrew Tate found those gamer sort of like Charlie Kirk meatheads to be good victims to make money. But what I don't believe is I don't believe that Andrew Tate motivated their political activity. Okay? I believe very much Andrew Tate like was a clout chaser, essentially, that chased the vulnerable people and fed off of them. So this to me is pretty wild, because this feels like the lawyer is leveraging this threat to the Republican Party that Andrew Tate controls your voters. And I mean, that's pretty fucking brash. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty brash, because even the guys who like Tate know that he's kind of like off-putting. Even the guys who like him know he's a piece of shit. They just like being pieces of shit. But dude, isn't that crazy? Like, I just don't know. I don't know how Trump's going to respond to this stuff. Like Trump, when somebody says, hey, Trump, like, we're bigger than you, Trump doesn't normally like respond very well to that type of energy. Like Trump's like, oh, Andrew Tate's going to sink the elections. Oh, I better go get the Brev party on my side, right? I mean, I kind of think this might make Trump like send him to jail more, you know? It's funny. All right, look at him. He's such a clown. Dude, he blocked me too. This guy. What a wimp, bro. What a wuss. Now there's Barron. Now we know Barron is cooked up in this, guys. And I'm telling you right now, we're going to find the dirt on Barron. Okay, we are. You cannot convince me there is some dirt with Barron. And yes, Don Jr. and other people inside the admin. Like, I think they're going to cut ties with Tate because of the dirt. Okay, there's definitely dirt in there. I like my suitcase. My suitcase. Dude, there's something in the suitcase, guys, for sure. PBS and New York Times reported that Trump's 20-year-old son, Barron, talked with Andrew Tate during the 2024 election. The Trump family denied those reports. Now, Tate was running his mouth, though, guys. Tate actually said in January of 25, after Trump got elected, Andrew Tate ran his mouth telling people, don't worry about me and the Romanian thing. Trump is going to get me out of like house arrest. Trump is on it. Tate told people this publicly. And then Trump got on it. Richard Grenell went to Munich, met with Romanian officials. They met with Romanian officials here in America. And then the Tates got released from house arrest, came to America. Tate beat up his girlfriend in Beverly Hills. They went to the UFC, a couple of them with Trump and Dana White and whatever. He's wearing his leopard print. And so I think there's tracks that are being covered. Barron Trump has reportedly been a fan of Andrew. They spoke by Zoom and they discussed the Romanian case and how they thought it was just an effort to silence the Tates and that it was politically motivated. Now, let's go look at the Tate lawyer, though, because this guy is going off, okay? This guy is going off, guys. Tate's lawyer says Marco Rubio should not sign off on their extradition to the UK because one allegation against Rubio's son and his son's life is over. So now that's a weird thing to say, right? Because it's like, is he threatening Marco Rubio's son? Or even crazier, you ready? Hear me out on this. What if he has some dirt on Barron and talking about Rubio and Rubio's son is just code for like whatever's going on with Barron? That's what I was thinking about.
If things don't work out with bail or with extradition, the boys can't be extradited without the Secretary of State signing off on that. The Secretary of State is, of course, Marco Rubio. Look, Marco Rubio has a son who plays football in college in Florida right now. One allegation against his son and his son's life is over.
So are they going to send somebody in there to try and threaten Rubio? Or was there a longer coded answer where they were kind of like, you know, speaking in code? I mean, I don't know. Here's what I do know is when we went back and we looked at all of those Epstein files, when they're talking about the island, when they're talking about, you know, like the parties, they used a lot of code. And remember the birthday book? They used a lot of code. And so I don't know. Maybe some of this is a direct threat to Rubio, a direct implication. Maybe Rubio's kid is involved, or maybe some of it is some code of like, hey, Rubio's got to sign off. All it would take is one allegation to ruin that kid's life. But if they have something on Barron Trump, maybe that's enough for Trump to get involved and have Rubio not sign off. I don't know. But regardless, he's leveraging some threats, both about we're going to control the electorate and ruin the Republican Party, or, you know, you better not sign off. Let's see Marco Rubio's kid. His son, Anthony, is going to be a walk-on back for the Florida Gators. There he is, Anthony Rubio. Here we go. Here's him with Dana White. He's got his little cross. Dude, I hate to say this, but dude, everybody I've ever known that has had a haircut like this, like most of them have been assholes. Dude, he's got that kind of modified Edgar haircut, right? You know, I mean, I don't want to put it down, but dude, there were a lot of the Fortnite kids had that like Edgar haircut. A lot of douches with that haircut, the broccoli Edgar. So I don't know, dude. Is that a threat? That's pretty weird. I mean, it's just, guys, it's a weird thing to say for him, like to just, oh yeah, one, like Marco Rubio should not sign off. One allegation could ruin his son's life. That feels threaty. But dude, if you're like a 28-year-old guy and you're watching them and you think that like the CIA is out to get to Andrew Tate, and if you let it happen, they're going to come for you next. Like, bro, how mental do you have to be to buy into that shit? Yo, political punk here. I know, it's killing me. Seriously, guys, if you like what we do around here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and turn those noties on. And I wouldn't be anywhere without the members. So if you want to hit the join button, we really appreciate that too. Thank you so much, guys. It's getting crazy out there, and I'm just really glad to not be going through this alone. All right? All right, keep your chin up. Let's go, boss. All right, fuck you. Bye-bye.